What's up, y'all?
What's up? It's Ray.
It's hot.
How are y'all feeling? How
On
are
this
you?
Friday Eve.
Yes. I feel like our title kind of speaks for itself. Chaos versus opportunity. Or chaos or opportunity.
Right.
Because even before we got on here, we just had a bunch of random issues. And, yeah, let's just say it was chaos. But we had the opportunity to get on here with y'all. Okay. So we gonna make the best of it.
Sure will.
So feel free to go ahead, check in. Let us know where you are if you feel comfortable, of course.
Yeah.
And let us know how you're feeling. Has your week started off chaotic?
Right.
Or did your week start off chaotic? Does it feel good that it's about to be Friday? Are you excited for the weekend?
Or did you even know today was Thursday? Tomorrow is Friday.
Man.
It be like that sometimes, for sure.
No, for real. Like, we've literally been getting smacked by, like, how people be like, oh, just wait till you get older. Wait till you get older. The day is going to go by way faster. And it's like, why would you put that on me?
Man.
Because now I feel like the days definitely be like, zoom, 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 zoom. Like, it was just March, first of all. And it's already about to be a week into April.
It's April. It's crazy.
Yes, like it's about to be a week almost into April. It's literally what? The 5th. No, the 3rd. I said 3rd. Look at me. Oh my Lord, Renee, don't
Look,
put.
see, she's
don't
tweaking
put,
already.
Don't put that on me.
So, what's up? Look, Ray got my looks on.
Oh
Ray
my
just sick. I gotta even say what's up.
Good evening, Pam. Look, I remember last time.
Right,
Like,
what's going on, Pam?
how are you?
Said Nashville, Tennessee, prepping for these, or preparing for the bad weather tornadoes. And man,
just hoping the best for y'all. Make sure y'all stay safe, protected.
Yes. Do y'all got a basement?
Or
like, I know some people be having like cellars in like tornado places, like where tornadoes be happening. Where we at, we don't really get tornadoes where exactly we're at. But like close by, not too long ago, was that last year? It was like a tornado in like the city for real, ripped off a bunch of stuff for real. It wasn't like a full tornado though, it was just like
super high wind.
Yeah, but it definitely ripped off some roofs, some shingles.
Man.
But like further out in like the country, I think they be having closer to like West Virginia and stuff like that. Definitely be having tornadoes that way.
Right, it's almost like we get the scraps. But I feel like we also kind of be trading off. Some people hate our weather. But, ooh.
Our winter, that's what it is.
Well, sometimes our weather is so up and down. It's like, it's bipolar. Like, for example, the weather was just like, 60s. It was nice. You go outside, maybe with a jacket. Then, boom, 40s.
Man.
Next week, it's supposed to snow. So, it's like, some people hate our weather because it's so bipolar. It's like a trade-off.
It's like you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yes. But what's up, everybody? Please, if you're able to, can you like this live? Just let us know you here, because we know sometimes people are watching from the TV. Shout out to y'all. We were talking about that the other day. Like, wow, that is so cool that people be watching us on TV. Now, I don't know. That's just super cool to me. Because usually you have to wait for like a TV network to co-sign you, or like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So we
like
appreciate y'all tuning in.
Get the audience that you think, but shoot, if you just start, then shoot, your audience gonna grow to you.
Exactly.
Especially if we're giving out good energy and good content. That's what I feel like we're giving out to y'all. So, but yeah.
No, I'm just saying. Everything. Woo. Yes. Chaos or opportunity.
Right. Have y'all seen the recent porterhouse videos we've been posting?
Man, chaos. No, I'm just playing.
Chaos. It's starting to kind of warm down, but we got some more chaos brewing.
Yeah.
Man.
It's almost like it'd be a combination.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you gotta get over that chaos hump, and then you be like, "Ooh, I'm glad I got through it."
Yeah.
Like the last things y'all may have seen is pretty much the drywall process, just going through the installation process.
Mm-hmm. Stuffing up them walls.
Yeah.
I was super happy to do that, man.
Woo.
That's one thing I've been really wanting to do. And I feel like, all right, once we get to this step, it's like, ooh, home run from here.
Right, and making everything pretty.
Yeah.
But it's funny because once it got to the point where it's time to make stuff pretty, we got to looking at that budget like 1 + 1 = 2, but we need 4.
Man. And it was like, whoa. Look like we need to go make some more coin. Because the way the process that we got set up with using how we use our credit cards and stuff like that to fund our renovations, them credit cards don't be playing.
They'll whoop you.
Man. They got some high monthly bills.
Right. And our strategy is like we basically invest a lot of time in exchange for like versus us going to work.
Yeah.
It's almost like we kind of use our cars to fund us, like fund our. I don't want to be sound like I'm trying to talk not above, but I want everybody to understand. Like the way we fund our stuff is sweat equity and using pretty much like investment tools like credit cards, especially when we can get like a 0% interest. It's almost like instead of us going to work for somebody else, we work for the credit cards.
Right.
I guess that's a simple way to kind of put it.
Right, because once we done doing what we doing with these houses, we find a way to get that money back, pay off that, and move on to the next one.
Or do a big job.
Yeah, do a big job to pay that off too.
Yep.
So, and that's what we got actually coming up during this process right now. Y'all gonna see it in the videos how we kind of going against the grain of what we got set in stone, or like rules that we supposed to follow when we do certain stuff. And y'all gonna see in these videos, I kind of called it out like, all right, we're coming to do this, but our rules say we shouldn't be doing this until we got this. It's like different steps. Am I saying that right? Or
yeah, you saying that right.
Standards of practice.
But that's kind of like basically what was done got started before it should have gotten started.
Yes.
But that didn't necessarily have to do with the fact that we stopped work so we could be able to go get some funds.
Yeah.
But it was a lesson in that because just straight up, it basically was like, okay, we need some funds.
Yeah.
And we basically end up finding a really nice job. Woo-wee, when I say it was a nice job, it was like people figured that the job was such a nice payment that it's like everybody started putting their hands out. Like when I say everybody, I'm not gonna say everybody, I'm gonna say everybody there they saw numbers and they just was like, let's put our hands in. Like we want some. How can we get some? We want some. And that was even a crazy experience. And then on top of everybody wanting a piece, it's almost like people wanted to eat off of Bay. For real. It's like they wanted to eat off of basically what he ended up setting up.
Right.
And it was just sad the way it played out. And then on top of wanting to eat off somebody, people were pretty much like, oh, and hurry up and do it. So it was kind of like.
So it was like, all right.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
It was a bunch of chaos that then. Now that we out of chaos, it was cool.
It was alright.
But it was like, dang, it's some stuff that could have been avoided.
Yeah.
And stuff could have been the way we had it written out and had it planned out, it was gonna flow smoothly.
Right.
So it's like every time we go against what we really haven't set in stone and try to please something else, please somebody else.
Yep, just to make them feel comfortable. Because really, it's funny how somebody else can be off track. Like basically their whole process was like off track, so it almost put fire under our butts in a way. and it was like, oh no, like we pretty much want to hurry up and get this moving.
Yeah.
But they couldn't force the other people.
Right.
So they was like, I'm gonna force him because I have no control over the other people, so I'm gonna try to force him. And it's sad when you basically come across a situation where it can be like, wow, this is a great opportunity. I don't want to. I think it may have even played a part. Like, I don't want to lose this opportunity,
or so make it seem a certain way.
Yeah, like I don't want to seem like I ain't got it. I mean, it's like, it's actually sad the way it's set up because it's almost like people expect you to be a certain way to just so they can give you a big opportunity. Do that make sense?
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird because I feel like we kind of talking. We're not really directly saying the situation. So to me, it's weird to be talking about it because I don't know if you can know this, but it really irritates me when I think about it because like the situation was actually irritating, but y'all will get to kind of see it unfold like as we share the videos. But to be honest, the situation was irritating because I can't stand how it's set up for people to basically try to eat off of people. Like, why can't it just be fair? Yeah, it's like, at least be fair. And it kind of hurt my feelings, to be honest, because I feel like it's enough out here for everybody to win.
Man, that's it.
But it's almost like when you're up and coming, and it's sad to say, but people like us, like, it's really sad to say it, but a lot of the time, the people closest to you will try to like eat off of you instead of like be like, oh, here's a win for you.
Right.
Woo. No, they be like, oh,
let's try to get another one.
Come on. Right. Shoot. Where your pocket? Shoot, let me get this out of there.
Right.
Okay. All right. Bye. Like, what the heck? Like, oh my gosh. Man. And I'm not saying, people can't. Like, we can collaborate, you recommend me, okay, cool. But some people will try to like, oh my Lord. Okay. So it's really his story. So it's like, I'm just, my feelings and it's like, just like.
You know how you don't want to tell like the whole, wow, we feel like y'all are family though. So I want to tell y'all the whole thing. So shout out to Autobot Diva too. What's going on?
Yes, what's up,
definitely been chopping it up with you a lot in the comment section as well.
Yes.
And D-Doc, what's going on?
What's up, D-Doc? I truly appreciate that.
Yes. Thank you so much, D-Doc.
Thank you. With the little cute little, oh, is that a pear? That's so cute.
Thank you. Thanks so much. And thank you for checking in too. Really appreciate that. If you are just tuning in, please like this video one time for us.
Please.
But we just talking about kind of like the situation that's coming up in hand where it's a little kind of chaos, but it's crazy how you could be going through a bunch of things at once and you just got to be like, all right, blinders on. Woo. Let me just keep pushing through. Remember what our goal is. And try to satisfy everybody. And I think that's my problem. I'll be trying to satisfy everybody when it be like, really, I should be satisfying the us. Because when somebody, it's, I don't know.
No, I get what
it's
you're
like
saying.
When you're doing 100% of the work, or we just say 99.99 of the work. And, you just got other hands just trying to come get involved. So...
Yeah, and I feel like my baby, he is like, I don't feel like you are really like confrontational. So it's like you would rather just be laid back. Yeah. Yes. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even gonna say I'm an aggressive person. I'm not aggressive at all. But I'm the type that's like, okay, we got 4 pieces of candy. It's 4 of us. Okay, we each gonna get 1 piece of candy. Right. But if somebody be like, oh no,
I brought the candy to you.
Yeah, and it's like, but wait a minute. No, not even like that. Yeah, I'm just saying I'm not even saying that. I'm more so saying that if I feel like something is not fair, then I'm going to instantly get irritated because maybe, like, I don't know, maybe in math class, I took that serious. Like, hey, we about to do this fair. And even in that situation, it's like, who Sometimes it can even be like the person who did the most work should technically get the most profit, but I mean, I wasn't really saying it like that. I was more so saying like,
I see what you're talking about.
No,
like either way, you wanted to be fair.
Exactly. Like I just wanted to be fair. Like you're not about to make it seem like you getting over on somebody. Mm-hmm. It's like I want it to be fair, and I think that's where my issue come in because I'll be like, oh no, like, like we need to call this elephant out that's in the room. And if you think about it, even in like a lot of family structures back then, it was kind of like, oh no, like just don't say nothing. It's cool. We'll get over it. And I feel like that's not fair.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
So.
But what are y'all thoughts on like just I guess
being fair, really, when it comes down to it, especially when you be more than generous.
Right. Like
and then somebody still be like, no, that wasn't generous enough.
Yeah.
Like, you sure about that? And I think some people too, they'll downplay what you did or what you had to do. Mm-hmm. Like when it comes to business, especially let's say if we like when we take on jobs, if it's a bathroom renovation, like it's not just us going to the store, getting the stuff, coming to your house, renovating your bathroom. No, it's planning it out. Okay, what stuff do we need?
Yep.
How much of that stuff do we need? We got to come out, measure, do this, do this, do this. All right, how much that's gonna be? How much that's gonna be? Add all these numbers up. It can take a whole day to write an estimate.
And please, let's not even forget the fact that you have to learn how to do it because you wouldn't even, more than likely, you wouldn't be there if you didn't already know how to do it. And if you don't know how to do it, you would have told the person like, I can try. And they more than likely already got a discounted rate because you didn't know how to do it for real. But that is actually crazy because people don't think about that.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, definitely. You want to read it?
Okay. Go ahead, babe. You can talk.
I forgot what I was about
to say. Oh.
But even with people that got jobs too, it's like at your job, if somebody give you a task and you be like, oh, I can do this task, and you know what you got to do in that task, you got to do a whole bunch of other stuff. Right. And then you have somebody come in on the back end like, shoot, you got to give me credit with that too, because I told you about it. Like, I told you about the job, so if I ain't tell you about the job, then you want to accept it from the boss. And it's like, what? But if I didn't know how to do the job, then I wouldn't have accepted it from the boss.
Yeah.
So.
And I feel like not only that, but especially when it's a situation where this person, let's just say if you got a friend, for example, and your friend cuts grass and you put up TVs, you tell your friend every time, like, oh, this person need their grass cut, I'm about to shoot their info to you. I'm going to shoot your info to them.
Right. And I don't cut grass, but like, you do, so I'm going to send you all these, I don't care.
Right.
Don't
so
give me
it's
nothing.
like, yeah, I don't want nothing. I'm giving you a heads up so you don't be like, who is this stranger calling me? So yeah, I sent them. Okay. But then when it comes to hanging TVs, I got this person that I'm about to send to you, but I need like, just give me some, give me some. This is the same person that you've been sending all these grass cutting customers to though.
I asked for nothing.
And then on top, this is the crazy part. This is the part that be irritating my soul. Because the grass person, like your friend, who you send grass customers, you still will end up being like, okay, they sent me this TV customer though. It's cool, I'll give them something. Mm-hmm. Like that be the part that be making me like, that's not even fair though. Right. Like that's the part that gets me, y'all. Yeah. But it really is funny because it's like that's where it comes in, where you have to really be like, okay, sometimes you gotta separate yourself from certain situations, and that's why people be having like, okay,
boundaries,
yes,
rules.
Yes, and
listen, before we end,
just like the SOPs, for real.
And just like D-Doc said, always set boundaries beforehand.
Yes.
And that's funny because that's something I learned too. It's like even with a previous situation, same kind of like that same situation with the same person. It was like, oh, you thought that, but you didn't say that before I came with all my materials and tools to get this job done. So that's something you should have said before I got here when you called me about the job. Hey, got this job. Before you come, I want some money off of it.
Yeah, let's get
and
that.
you're like, yeah, you gotta say that up front. You can't just be like, oh, this person, I told him about a job. He just gonna give me some money because I told him about it.
Yeah.
Nah.
Right. So
you don't know the person's situation either, like the living situation. You don't know how much money they got. See,
you just what is it called?
Assuming. You're just that's what people they look at you be like, oh, you got houses, you doing all this stuff. You got the money. Give me some of that off of there.
And it's funny because that be something I hope that people understand. We're literally sharing our journey of building. Like we haven't gotten exactly where we want to be financially yet. And for some reason people will just assume like, oh, you got it. And it's like, no, we're getting it. We're going to have it. It's on the way. Trust me. Yeah. But we're in the process. And
in the process.
That's what I really feel like is so beautiful because we're sharing our process there. Like we're not there yet.
Right.
And yeah, we even shared that like previously too. Like even us sharing the process of the truck and the RV. Like we literally shared on one of our lives too. Like just so y'all know, we pretty much are working towards that. Like we got projects that we gotta finish, which y'all have seen some of the projects that we have to finish. And y'all are even gonna see some of the videos even for grandma's house that gotta be finished up.
Right.
But we even were transparent, like those are a part of us getting this stuff up like in line. So I don't know why it be some people who really be thinking like, oh, y'all got it. I don't know how. Because we don't.
It's probably just our aura.
I don't know, y'all.
Probably just our hustler mentality.
Man,
because we just get to it, and it's like when you see people get into it,
it's like they gonna get it.
Yeah,
basically,
they gonna get it, but people would be thinking, oh, they got it already.
But you know what? Or do they feel like they haunting us to get it? If they,
right.
I don't know.
Some people, you never know.
You never know.
Some people be like, slow down, let me catch up. But it's like, sure, it's crazy too, because one thing about us, like, we don't gatekeep nothing.
No.
Like, that's why we love making these videos, because we want to show y'all. We don't want y'all to be able to, have to pay a contractor.
Oh. Yeah.
Man, you shouldn't have to pay a contractor to do something.
Especially if it's simple and
easy. If it's simple and easy, then boom. We want to be able for you to go to our channel, look it up real quick, look at the video, and be like, can I tackle that job?
Right. Of course,
maybe,
we gotta
maybe not.
We gotta make sure you only do
it. Right.
If you want to do it, right?
Then you go ahead and do it.
But that really is funny. Like we even been having a discussion. That's why I thank you so much, D-Doc, for even sending that seed for us to, you know.
Really appreciate that. Goes a long way for sure.
Yeah, we appreciate that because we've been talking about it. Like some people were pretty much saying, "Dang, like y'all could be selling these videos on pretty much how to do this stuff," and we like, no, we don't. Like we don't want to sell our videos because we've learned so much stuff for free on YouTube. Yeah. So like even how you giving us that seed to pretty much be able to invest into our stuff, we've been trying to think about like, okay, maybe we could make some memberships, you know, where it's just people are just proud to pay. Yeah. Like people are just wanting to, you know, give a little something. It ain't got to be much, you know, just a little something. And it kind of helps us continue to share this free content because I really believe that like it'll be more, I don't know, fulfilling for us to be able to reach people like and get them free content just like we was able to learn so much stuff for free.
Right. We learned a bunch of stuff we showing y'all. It's stuff I didn't learn in the past.
No, for
real.
We
learned in the past. We did studies on everything. Honestly, everything that we do, even if I already know how to do it, before I even do the job, I will go and watch another video. Even if I know how to do it, I done made a video doing it. But I always want to like expand my knowledge. I want to learn something new.
Right.
Like, all right, I did that last time. Right. It'd be a bunch of new ways to do stuff. So, man, we always make sure we kind of resharpening our knives.
Right. It's never ending.
That's why it's like, why not give it to y'all for free? Sure.
Right.
Like, we got it for free.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey.
But yeah, this is really like a part of our like up and coming. Like that's why I be confused when certain people be trying to have a handout, and it almost sometimes it can feel like, wow, are you trying to keep us where we at? Like, or do you really think that? I don't know. I guess maybe I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Yeah. I drive myself crazy trying to figure out what somebody else think about. I like my sanity.
Yeah. I like your sanity too. Autobot Diva said, gotta hire somebody to replace a frost-free spigot. Mm-hmm. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you right now, something you can do by yourself. But you can do by yourself. Dang, I don't have a video, but I just installed one on the hoarder house.
Oh, you didn't.
Did I hook it up yet? Did I hook it up yet? Dang, I think. Dang, did I hook it up? I'm gonna see. But you know what? I gotta. I ain't gonna lie. See, I think with stuff like that, that'd be cool if we had like a membership. Because I ain't gonna lie. Right now, I will go and make that video because I have to replace one of them on grandma's house. Like, because it's leaking, it won't shut off. So that's the perfect time. I'm not even gonna lie, and that's something I gotta do. But the only thing about it ain't gonna. Yeah, we like to keep it in the storyline. Yeah. So it's not. Dang, it ain't gonna get posted like. But I'm gonna make sure I do it and record it because the one we did on the hoarder house was brand new. So on this one is the old one. So I know you probably got one already. So that'd be nice to. You know what I'm saying? See, cut off an old one and pop a new one in place. There's many ways to do it. Easy way where you might have to spend a little bit more money because it's easier, or take a little bit more time and do it a cheaper way. But honestly, either way, it can get done. Right. But go ahead and get your quotes. See how much they're gonna charge you to do it, and see if you're willing to pay that much, or if you're willing to try it yourself. Right. And we got Miss Carmen in here. What's going on, Miss Carmen?
How are you?
She said, hello there, my beautiful YouTube family. I hope everyone has been well. And hello, everyone. I miss y'all. We miss you too, Miss Carmen.
We miss you too. Thank you so much for coming through.
Yes. And Autobot Diva said the knob broke in half. Oh, yeah. So now, if it's still shut off and it's not leaking, you can replace the handle. It's like a little Phillips screw in the middle of that knob, and you could be able, it depends on how old it is, if it still got like some grooves on it, so the handle can actually still grip it. Like if you ever twist the handle and it just spin without turning it on, then it might be stripped. But if not, then you can literally Phillips screwdriver. There's a screw right in the middle. You unscrew that joint, go to the store, get a new one, a hardware store or something, get a whole new one. Put that boy on there, screw it right back. Bam! You good to go.
That's funny. That really sounds simple. The way you
I'm not gonna lie, it really is.
That sounds simple.
And thank you again, D-Doc. She just sent us another seed, so we really appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Oh. But yes, y'all. So it's funny because I feel like chaos.
Sometimes you need chaos
in the midst of opportunity is literally like our theme right now. It's like, it's funny how you almost, like so much can be going on, but then you still have to woosah and be like, but at the same time, look at everything that's going right.
Right.
Because it can feel like, oh my God, it just seems so hard. It's just this, it's just that. But
it's all about your focus. If you focus on all the bad stuff, negative stuff that's happening, then you will kind of drown in that.
Yes, because it can be like a teeter-totter sometimes. Yes. But I feel like, I know personally, I have times where like I have to like tip my totter more to the opportunity. Because sometimes it can get like overwhelming. Yeah. And that's just being honest. Like sometimes it do get overwhelming. But I think that's why it's good too to have like a go-to. Like, okay, I know if I I could listen to some motivational stuff just to kind of be like, okay, like I've been watching something and the girl, she just be like, yeah, like we got this. And I'm like, So like even stuff like that.
Yeah, that's like your motivation. That's
just
that's something
something
to get you
hype again.
Yeah,
Instead of feeling like, oh my gosh, and then it just make you just be like, I got this. We built for this.
Like, man, what? Think about the stuff you went through in the past and got through.
Man.
And you be like, oh yeah, this ain't nothing.
Right.
You might have to run in the teeter totter, go punch the irritation in the face, bop, and then just hurry up and run toward the opportunity. Like, I need to go think about that.
Man, for real. Man. It's funny because a lot of stuff been brought up about the movie Inside Out. Have anybody seen the movie Inside Out? Well, actually, I think the new one is technically Inside Out too.
Yeah.
But baby bringing it up like, yeah, this type of memory is like a core memory. And I'm like, wow, that really is funny. Like, I didn't tell myself, like, I need to watch Inside Out again because it's funny. You can learn some stuff about your emotions if you really pay attention to that movie.
You really can.
Yeah.
Like, oh, snaps, okay.
And like, wow, dang, what's my core memories? Oh,
man.
Shoot, hold on, I need to fix something.
Especially, too, not being told and, like, learning that when you were younger.
Yes.
So, it's like, when you actually see it, you're like, all right, I ain't tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, just thinking about that.
Right.
She said it's leaking sometimes, but I can have the knob or washer replaced. Yep, repair guy did mention that also. Yep, so you can also screw off the top of that, and it's called it's like a washer that go on the end, or dang, what is the name of it? Because you literally can like unscrew it, lift up the little nut, and it's kind of like a washer, but it's kind of like a string, almost like Teflon tape. So you can kind of wrap that around in there and then tighten it down, and it'll stop leaking. So that's a easy repair. Doing it that way. If you pay somebody to replace it, let me see. If somebody asked me to replace they spigot with a frost-free, the frost-free they not cheap. They probably like $45 at Home Depot.
My face is changed. I'm like, dang, that sounded like a $5 part.
Yeah, the knob, now the little knob, that's stuff like $5, $2 for the washers.
Okay.
So it's always good to go that route.
Okay.
But if you do have to replace the whole thing, and because frost free mean in the wintertime it ain't gonna freeze. Okay. A bunch of these spigots that's been put on these old houses, they not frost free. So you might have to put a little hood on there. That's
a part of the inspection process.
Yeah.
Yeah, inspector, right? Don't come to flag.
But you can either do that. But I think if, let me see. If I would charge somebody, I'd charge somebody depending on layout, depending on like if it's tucked in between something. It'd probably be like, I don't know. It depends.
Don't do too high, because then what if you say a price too high or too low? Like, would you actually check your guide for that?
Probably, but I can go off with my head, like, how much would I be okay making doing this?
Oh, okay.
Because it's like, I know how to do it. And it's crazy how big companies don't think like that.
Right.
They be like, nope, this is the price that we're supposed to charge for it, versus being like, I could charge them $100, it's going to take me 20 minutes to do it, 30 minutes. I'm cool with that. Because I know how to do it quick, switch out boo-boo. Somebody else would be like, oh no, we need $450.
Man.
So it just depends. It just depends on the layout, the type of pipes you got. Oh Lord, the laptop about to die.
Oh Lord.
Got the charger ain't even plugged.
Oh Lord.
But yeah.
Yes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Anybody else got some questions about some repairs on your house that y'all need to do? Y'all wanna get a second opinion?
Get a second opinion.
Well,
I'm curious. Did they tell you a price? I'm just curious.
All right.
Did they tell you a price, like how much it would be? Especially if the part is $45. Because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I feel like, okay, if the part is that much, then it seems like the person should at least be able to make like at least the same price as the part, because like they installing it.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know.
They gotta go get it too.
Yeah.
So that's gas and time. And then, like what we was thinking about with the process.
Yeah.
You gotta come, look at it, figure out, use your brain, think about how you gonna replace it.
Right.
Do I have to go around something? and just stuff like that. So it'll probably be to switch that out. At least gonna be $100 for sure.
Right. And y'all are even gonna see in our upcoming videos, we did end up, well, we kind of talked about it briefly earlier, but we did end up getting some mudding guys to come in. And a part of having them even be able to come in was the job we were just talking about.
Right.
But
it was a process. It was like what
we
we like to do
about
is
that stuff too.
If we paying somebody to do something that we don't want to do,
paying them to do what we don't want to do.
Right. Our time got to be occupied doing something else or making that money to pay them. So, and this was the perfect opportunity because a big job came up. We like, oh, this is about to be great because we can do this job and then pay people that do these certain things to do this.
We don't want to do.
Right. While we over there doing that job. So, really, the hoarder house ain't lacking. It's still getting fixed while we over here doing something.
Right.
But man, chaos and broke out. For real, that's crazy.
And it's crazy how it really can be chaos at the same time as opportunity.
Yes. It was a big old opportunity, but it was like, dang, what we about to do?
Right. Because basically it kept on being a bunch of like, oh yeah, we about to start. Oh no, we not about to start. Oh yeah, we about to start. Oh no. Ooh, we can do it. Okay, we about to start. And then, guess what? Jump the gun, started. And it's still one time.
Man.
But anyway.
And the people like, oh, the payment should be coming next week. Next week come.
Got people spending money out of pocket.
Nothing.
For their project.
Man.
And then we just like, oh shoot. Dang, spending that money, we could have paid the
mud guys.
mudders.
And we had the mud guys there. We had my uncle. He came into town, so I was giving him a job so he can make some money while we was there. Because guess what? We believe in, if we, like we just said, if we making some money and we know somebody that do something, why not get in the money to do it while we over here doing this?
And no, we not trying to eat off of them.
No.
We ask them, how much do you want?
Right. How much do you want to do this job?
Yes.
That's how much you gonna want? Okay, you gonna do it right? Okay, guess what?
Ooh,
now off this one job, everybody about to eat. And man, it's just crazy because you pay somebody to do a job and they don't know how to do the job when they said they did. So it's like, dang, now I gotta go over and do the job again.
Oh my Lord.
Take apart some stuff, do it right. And it's like, oh my God, what did I do?
And I promise y'all, it wasn't like no nitpicking stuff.
No.
It was like, no, the person really needed a little guidance.
Yeah. Even
like not nitpicking.
Right. But even like those guys that did the big job too.
Oh yeah.
It's like everybody
was being taught.
It's like, come on now, like, dang. Like, I shouldn't be goddamn coming here and do some work if I'm paying you to do it. I shouldn't be coming back in here and finishing your job to make it right.
And so especially if you getting paid to know.
Yes.
Like, people was getting paid prices to know.
Yeah.
But once again, that's where, D-Docs, she said it. You got to have boundaries. And sometimes when you want people to win so bad, sometimes I feel like we gonna get it back. Like we gonna get it back 10 times fold. But sometimes when you really want to see somebody win and you really want to see them excel and learn new things, you can get so excited that you end up discounting yourself. So it's like you end up thinning yourself out and giving more yourself.
Yeah. So we walk home with less.
Yeah.
But knowing that, all right, this person just learned something.
Right. Like you happy about that.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh dang, but
I could use that extra shoe. Right about now, that's good to see. But D-Doc said the house you are renovating, are you going to sell it or rent it out? We're going to rent it out.
Yeah. We're trying to be in this for the long haul.
Yeah, actually. So when we put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in the house, we would want to keep it to kind of reap the benefit off of there. We could just sell it when we done, but it's kind of like, dang, we just did all that work together with y'all too. Like, we all in this together, and guess what? We just sold it.
But I'm also curious, like, even if anybody in here got any thoughts on the renting versus selling process, let us know. But our thoughts too, I wouldn't even just say it's because the blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
I would say, I know personally, I like to look at the bigger investors. Excuse me. And it seemed like a lot of them hold.
Yeah.
Or I think
I guess.
sometimes even with the lifestyle that you want, a lot of people who constantly flip, it just seems like it's constant.
Yeah. They like
Hold on.
Yeah, get it water.
Excuse me, I don't know. That went down the wrong pipe or something.
Man,
They drink a little more.
listen, the kids been sick, and then Raiden got sick. Throat was all messed up. I'm perfectly fine, y'all.
Oh, here
And
you
guess
go.
what?
Here
A couple
you
days
go.
ago, I'm like, I'm like, oh, dog. I got.
No, I was not even being by you. I was really trying to like,
Y'all see
like,
how
no,
she
babe,
just
I don't
coughed.
want to hurt you.
And then she touched me like,
No, I didn't cough my hand. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. I don't cough you all the way. They probably like, you gonna get me
Diva
sick through the
said-
screen.
Right. No, you can see the pipe in the basement when they came, scraped off my horrific popcorn ceiling and add knockdown texture. They're gonna do it, line wash the kitchen walls. Okay. Yeah, that popcorn ceiling is funny because I don't think nobody liked the popcorn ceiling no more. It was
almost
easy
seemed like
to
it's
do.
just a hide.
Yes, it is. When somebody doing a popcorn ceiling, it's like the ceiling ain't mudded perfect. So guess what? You can load up the little popcorn, put a texture on there. But I like take your time on my ceiling, sand them joints down. I want to see them smooth. But we got to knock down. See, that's knockdown texture right there. So you texture it with the mop. We got one of them joints. Spread your mud on there. Then you take a little mop and bop, bop, bop. Go around and just beat the ceiling.
You said knockdown texture?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's a funny name. Knockdown. It sounds like you about to knock down something.
Yeah, you gonna knock down the sharp spots because when it dry, it's kind of pointy. So if you touch it, kind of like remember them walls when we did the 3 family.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, you touch them, you damn near gonna get cut. So after you do it, you gotta take a knife, go through and just knock it down, knock off all the sharpness, and you're gonna have a nice little texture left.
That'd be sounding interesting when the mud begins scraping. It just be like, like it's snowing or something.
As Carmen said, y'all are so caring.
Oh.
Thankfully, we try to be. That might be our downfall, though.
Oh, do not say that.
Not
do not
our,
claim that.
Well, not our downfall, but what is it called? Not a downfall. It's like our like it
Way
might
to
not
give
be.
back. I don't know.
No, I forgot. Not downfall. That's the wrong word.
Yeah, because that means, you know how like... It
No, but I'm saying like that can be bad sometimes.
Yeah, it
just
can
like because
be
we
bad.
caring too much.
Sometimes.
We need to care. Yeah, we caring too much about you that we forgetting about us.
And it's funny because sometimes it's easier to look at other people's situations. And it's funny because they could probably look at your situation and be like, oh, you need some help in that area.
Right.
Just like you could look at somebody else's situation and be like, oh, you need some help in this area. Like if you actually take a second and be like, wait a minute. If I do all that, but then I don't know, because that's weird, because that's just a part of giving. Yeah.
And then it's, I don't know, when something comes natural to you, it's like, shoot, that's just us. That's our personality for real.
Yeah, because I feel like if there is any, like if you doing it, and it's just like, it feel good to do it, it's just like, you might as well release that. Right. But if you feel like,
your heart kind of ache when you gonna do it,
it's like, I don't know. Because your body might be telling you, like, I don't know. Might not be a good idea.
But I feel like we always get a bunch of, oh, this is going to be a great thing to do. Like, we don't really even like, I think, not caring. Sometimes can be looked at as like a negative. And we
not
always kind of, with certain things, I guess.
You said
certain stuff, like some people don't care about what we care about.
Oh, yeah. And right, for example, like, to be honest, our mindset has changed so much over the years. Like, don't get me wrong, Christmas is beautiful. That's beautiful for everybody to want to buy gifts. But our mindset has changed so much, we would be like, okay, instead of us spending all this money on a bunch of stuff people gonna forget about next month, how about we just focus into only buying, you know, stuff that matters. Like
Right.
we might buy people like something, for example, we might buy like health products. Like, oh, okay, this is a good vitamin for your skin. Or like for our kids, we'll be like, okay, you said you want to start doing hair. We're gonna buy you some real like hair salon grade. I'm in school for cosmetology. We're gonna buy you some real hair grade mannequins. Oh,
Right.
you like to build? We're gonna buy you some blocks that are known to basically be good for engineering and you know like the STEM. Like we're gonna buy you blocks that matter for that. Or like basically just not going and buying stuff because it's cheap and quick. And sometimes people can end up being like, oh dang. Like even when it comes to like buying everybody gifts,
Man,
it's hard to really like when you're trying to build, it's hard to really do that.
yes.
Especially when you just buying junk.
Yeah.
Bang.
Ray got me.
I got that from him. Oh my lord.
Man. And I told her I can't be sick.
Bang. You know that I
Look,
have
and
not.
this your water. I ain't even gonna
You
drink
been
all
drinking
that.
my water?
No.
Nah, that would have been his fault if he was drinking my
Yeah,
water.
you keep that over there. See, my water bottle's in the truck.
This weather interesting, y'all.
It sure is, y'all. One day today it was like 70. Tomorrow's gonna be 45. Like I can't stand this weather. Can't wait to leave. Diva said, have you guys ever lime washed walls?
He
Nope.
want to.
I wanted to do like our house because we got a brick house. So I've been wanting to kind of like lime wash that or just white it out. Just so we can stand out. Because our street is just everybody's house look the same. So why not slap some white on there and be sticking out like a sore thumb?
Everybody will be so mad.
Yeah,
they will be like, off with his head.
Then D-Doc said, it can make you vulnerable and people can be opportunistic.
Yes.
When they see it. Yes.
Yes.
And it's funny because we at the point where we can kind of peep when somebody trying to kind of use that. And it's like, ha, I'm not a stupid goofy. I know how to peep it now. So when somebody be like, ooh, like it be people that be like trying to pump you up.
Ooh.
In a time I don't even need pumped up. It's like kind of weird. Hold on, the question is coming. They about to ask for something.
Yeah, that definitely be interesting. It's like a lot of, just being honest, a lot of people do that. They will be like, they'll come out of nowhere and they'll be like, oh, yeah, I saw that you do this. I saw it, especially with our YouTube. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. They'll be like, I saw that y'all was on there doing this. Like, you be doing that?
Oh, y'all do real good work.
Yeah. And then the question follow right after it.
So, when you think you can come look at mine?
Yeah.
And they be like, if you see me on here doing all this work, that means I ain't got time to come do yours.
Yeah, but
it's the weird thing about it though. We can make time for people that's like how y'all on here supporting us. It's like, it's different from when we see somebody supporting us. It'd be more accepting to us to be like, oh, okay. Let me see when I got time, I can come check out your project. But it's people that only do it when they want something from you. They come and tell you like, oh, wait, trip and fall. Huh, I just wanted to tell you, I love your content. Can you come fix something for me?
Yeah, that's what it be.
It'll never be, you'll never see him no other day. You don't see no likes, no comments, no nothing.
I don't want it to seem like we saying like, oh, you gotta do that.
Yeah, no.
But it's like
it's obvious because they start liking and then they come and ask you. So it's like, but you've been seeing this stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's interesting.
But we is still, it's funny though, because it's like we still try to make time. And if we got time, then we'll come out and take a look at it. But it's like we're not about to rush.
It depends what it is. Because some people will be like, oh, then y'all did. I think I saw y'all. Did y'all do something like this? Y'all was fixing like a order house? Oh, because I just bought like this house and I was trying to see if you could fix it. And it'd be like, ooh, I can't fix a whole house?
Yeah.
Like, I can't fix your whole house and I'm still fixing the whole house.
Right.
Sometimes it really be stuff like that.
Yeah.
But not even trying to say like, oh.
But we really want to get to the point where we got a crew and stuff like that because Man, I want to help out everybody for real because it's some crazy stories where people just getting they money took, they bad service from all these contractors. They paying them like real good money, and they just running off with the money, or they just doing crappy work.
Right.
So, and it's crazy because it's to the point where I don't even recommend people no more.
Yeah.
In the past, I had always had customers calling me, and since we working on our own thing, it's like I don't have the time. If you can wait for me, that's cool. This how long it's gonna be out. I'll probably get to it in probably like 3 months.
Yeah.
But
it be some people waiting.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I got customers that waited 2 years, literally 2 years. Like few customers waited 2 years for me to come out and finally do their stuff because they know I'm gonna do it right, and they ain't gotta worry about nothing. They gotta worry about me being taking their money and run, doing crappy work.
You keep your word on the pricing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being So yeah. So eventually we want to do that, man, because especially when it comes to, I love helping like elderly customers.
Oh my goodness!
Because
I
people
feel like that show like
actually
what do they call it? Yo, I don't know.
I know what you're talking about, but yeah.
Nature.
Yeah. Like I always wanted to have a like a repair company, like just for the elderly, because I done went to a bunch of elderly customer houses and they be scared of contractors for real. They scared they gonna get taken advantage of. They scared a crazy man gonna come in the house and do something crazy to them.
Right.
Like, so I just love the elderly because it'd be funny too when they be like if I have a customer for the first time, they be a little skittish, like, ooh,
right.
Okay, my friend told me about you. Well, we gonna
Oh,
see. So, and they see I be working hard, do that boy perfect, and they be like, oh, baby, come here.
Yeah.
I need you to look at this too. Or my friend down the street, we scared. See, we a community, and they be having their own little community, and it's like they can't even trust nobody, man. People be trying to take advantage of people.
Yeah.
Like want to scam people, and it's like, what is wrong with y'all? Just do it the right way. If you don't know how to do it, tell the person you don't know how to do it, and just be like, I can try it, but I never did it before, but I can try it. That was probably one of my strengths when I was like first doing a bunch of this stuff. Is I had a bunch of customers like, shoot, as long as you willing to try, and I'm telling them I'm gonna do what they say do, like the instructions, but I never did it before, but I love to try it. I'm gonna give you a discount because it's my first time. Might just do it for free, but that's how I learned. Like experiment.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Always came out good.
That seemed like a pretty interesting path too, because just even me being like at a bunch of like the jobs, it was even kind of cool just to be talking to them. They got so much wisdom, like.
Yes.
And they just willing to just pretty much pour it out. Like once you get to a certain point, like it had been times where we didn't finish and the person was like, okay, it seemed like they got relaxed, and then it's like we having conversations, and then we deep diving into what they used to do previously, and then it even been times where it was like older man, and he was just talking about like how he lost his wife, and he was just talking about just stuff that matters in life, kind of like just also just pouring into us, like, oh, just keep going. Like,
he like, if y'all got any questions, like, shoot, call me anytime. And I think he was like 80, was he like 80 years old? And he couldn't even tell, like,
could not tell.
So I'm like, that was crazy. And that was just a customer where we rented our dumpster to. And we ended up sitting there chopping it up because we had unfortunately, they was putting the wrong stuff in the dumpster, so we had to charge them extra.
Right, it felt bad, but it was once again them boundaries.
Right, it's like, dang, I can't not charge you if they gonna charge me.
Yeah.
So, and it's like we give a good deal when it's coming to renting our dumpster.
Right.
So it's like,
dang. We didn't have people tell us like, y'all need to increase it. They trying to make us match the market. Yeah. Because some people don't offer like half loads in our area. Well, actually, a lot of the people don't offer half loads. Yeah, they one fee. Yeah, they was like, y'all need to stop offering that. Right. And it was just like
y'all should just do the one.
Right.
I know people that'll come pick up one thing for $3.50.
And it's like, oh,
good for them.
Right.
Like, we not in this to take advantage of people. Like, we want to be like, oh, we calling them, and we'll pull up. man, you will learn about real estate, all types of stuff. We the type of people you can ask us questions when we come. You will get more than your money's worth.
Man.
And I'm not trying to sell nothing and say, hit us up for y'all jobs or nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, this kind of just us. Oh, probably, yes.
Lagoon.
Right. Miss Carmen said, y'all just too cute.
Oh,
thank you, Miss Carmen.
You too cute.
And Diane, what's going on, Diane? Welcome to
hey,
the
Diane.
She said, you two are awesome. Thank you so much. I found your channel and I was truly impressed. Thanks so much. We really appreciate that. Miss Carmen said it is hard to find trustworthy people.
Oh my God.
Sometimes even your family will throw you in a bind. And that's sad. Yes, I think every time I got through in a bind, it had to do with family.
But that's sad.
Not every time. A couple times it probably was some randoms, but family.
I wonder if you felt close to them like they was family. No.
I don't know.
No,
I really
because
can't.
It be something, you know.
Yeah, I can't even.
Never mind.
But that is super true. With family, we let it be known to all our family, even when it comes to renting our houses. Like, our family and our business is two separate things.
Two separate things.
Yeah, you my cousin, my auntie, my uncle, I love you. But when it comes to business, that's a totally different relationship.
Yeah.
So, and listen, our family know now, especially our family that rent houses, that want to rent from us, they know. Oh no, just because you're my cousin, I'm not about to just let you move in here.
Yeah, you gotta go through the same process as everybody.
I'm like, oh, I gotta pay an application fee? Yes, you have to get a background check. We ain't about to pay for that. And then you run off. So no. Because people be lying, y'all.
Yes.
Even your family, they lie to your face. And then they just don't know. We do our homework.
Right.
Like, we follow our standards of practice. So, and then they realize, like, whoa, oh, y'all serious. And then they be like, oh yeah, you said that this was this, but survey says that was the opposite. And they be like, no, cause man, they did this and then, but it's like, yeah, but when we asked you
didn't
if that was the case, you said no. So we going off your first word. If you lie to us on our first interaction, that's a red flag. Like, sorry, you got to go. That means if you a lie about that, ain't no telling what else you a lie about. And we keeping it 100 with you. We tell people we regular people. We not robots.
Right. And we not even rude. After we find out about your issue, it's like, oh, we appreciate your interest, but this popped up and you weren't upfront about it. So it's like, sorry. Like, we didn't even have people kind of pop back like, oh, whatever, it's cool because you didn't. And it was just like, oh, we like, okay. Like, wish you the best.
Yeah, like, we not mad or nothing. We just letting you know, can't move forward on this.
Right.
I still love you.
No.
See you at the cookout.
No.
But this just not going to work for you. There's plenty of other spots out there that you can lie to.
You said that you can lie to out there. There's plenty of other spots that you can lie to.
And I feel like, too, when it comes to family, you gotta, bottom line, at least keep it real with your family.
Man.
Like, if we generally asking you a question, and we don't, like, discriminate or nothing, y'all. So, we don't care if your credit score 200. We don't care about that. We care about who you owe on your credit.
Right, we care about who you
owe. And
for sure.
For sure, because some of them people just take their money as soon as you get your check. Like, so, like, if they taking their money from you, then how you gonna pay us? Because your excuse gonna be, oh, they took this on my account without me knowing, without my authorization.
Like, how I'm gonna pay you if they took my money?
Right. And it's like, you right. Time to go. And it's like, don't nobody even want to go through the process of like evicting people, or we try to avoid that at all costs. So we just keep it real with people. Well, you can tell us, oh, I got an eviction this day, blah, 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 for this reason. We will respect that over you saying, no, I ain't got no evictions, and then we look and you got one. Or you got a current one that you're getting booted out of. It's like, just keep it real with us. People they used to probably lie to them. Like, they're used to talking to the big companies, the property managements and stuff like that. I guess they used to talking to them. So when it comes to like a regular person, they just think we still operate in them same terms, but
And it's funny because we sitting up here sipping on cranberry.
man,
Cranberry
throat
dry
dry.
out.
Like,
That's probably why we was
it's good though.
It's good.
Diane said, "Can you bring the kids to me? They are just too much. Yep, they gonna be too much for you. You gonna be like, oh no, come get these kids."
It's so funny because we be having people, they be like, "Oh, control your kids," but I don't know. Like, I feel like we have a good, like, first of all, I don't even like to treat our kids like pets. First of all,
Man,
they are not pets; they're their own little people. So it's like
it'd be interesting hearing them
yeah,
talk and stuff like that.
yeah. It's like I want to see who you are. And it's funny how some people will be like, It's like they pretty much want us to kind of, I guess, put them on a leash.
Yeah.
Like in some of our videos, you
Like,
can kind
hey,
of see them.
sit.
Yeah. Like, what the heck? This is a whole little being right here.
Man.
Like, they got their own little world going on.
And we be letting our kids, shoot, they expressing and being kids like we couldn't. I know I was suppressed. Right. Barely couldn't even say nothing, even if I was right. It's like, be like, no, shut up, don't say nothing, listen to me. And it's like, you wrong though. And it just be like, I feel like that's probably where my attitude came from too, because I just be like, I'm not even about to argue with you. Whatever. Dang. Like, oh yeah, you right, all right.
That's crazy, because it's like you can't argue with them anyway.
Yeah. So it's like,
you right, so it ain't even no point of arguing.
But it had been times where, right, and it had been times where even with our kids, I think they did something or they did something a certain way, and I could be like, oh no, whatever, be quiet, go in your room, get out of here. And they be like, oh no, I just wanted to say, I wasn't even about to say that. I was gonna say blah blah blah, or no, I was gonna say I did do that and I'm sorry. It's like, oh, okay, we understand that. That was good that I was okay enough to let them say something back. Right. To know that. So
pretty much calm down.
Yeah.
Instead of being so reactive, it's almost like you're curious. It's like, I'm really big on that. Like, and I'm like, oh no, I want stuff to be fair. Like, I don't want no elephants in rooms. Like, I be trying to address everything together as a family. Like, oh, what happened? Okay, like, let's pretty much all get on the same ground because we gonna figure this out. Because it's funny how some parents be like, oh, kind of like they'll whisper to each other. Don't get me wrong. Like, we definitely on the same page. But at the end of the day, we are a unit and we are a family. So it'd be like, oh.
Yeah, it's a family discussion. They kind of make it comfortable in the future when they get older to be able to come to us and say something versus being like, oh no, I'm not about to tell them nothing.
Yes, because I didn't have a situation when I was younger where somebody basically told me like, hey, if you don't do this, then I'm going to tell this. And I was like, excuse me, ma'am. This is what happened if I get in trouble. Oh well.
Hey, it is
but you gonna know from me what happened because this person is not about to blackmail me. So that's why I'm big on like, let's put this all out in the open because then nobody can go behind nobody's back. But yeah, that was random. Oh yeah,
we was talking about yeah, that's pretty much how it is. But our kids, they ain't wild.
Right, they kids. Sure. They just
like, nah, I've seen some wild kids.
Right.
It's different when that kids ain't got no control and they wild. Bless them, like, hey, crazy. We gonna go this way. Come on, y'all, we leaving.
Man, like, it was actually a situation I got brought up. It was like, I can't remember who it was with, but it was like, okay, if somebody do this to you, then you do this. It was like something about, like, I think fighting or something. And I'm like, and then guess what? Then we're going to exit the premises because you don't need to be around people like that anyways. Like, you don't, basically, you need to be with people who care. Like, it's crazy. That's just, even as an adult, you got to be around people who got something. I ain't trying to say nobody had, like, everybody got a reason to live for, but some people feel like they don't care about anything. It's like you gotta be around people who care about something, care about their life, care about their kids.
Yes.
Like they got a reason for being. Because if they don't have a reason for being, oh my Lord, like they just can be reckless to be honest. And
just don't care.
yeah.
And it's funny, people don't care and they just raise a bunch of little don't cares.
Yeah, and
And
it's
little,
sad.
and yeah, heck shit, man, because I don't, kids and people need structure. If you ain't got that, then you just get
Like
wild
something.
and you can go down a whole little rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Like we even got like younger cousins and siblings and stuff like that that they might not have a certain figure in
Mm-hmm.
their life, or yeah, a certain figure in their life to where they might see a dynamic like this or whatever, and we be trying to put it to them like, all right, look, you need to get your head on straight because what you doing is just gonna go downhill, and you need to be turn that around so you can go uphill. Cause ain't nobody got time to be dealing with people down there. It ain't gonna be too much of reaching backwards, cause every time you reach back, you're gonna step down a couple levels.
Man.
So it's like you better catch on right now and keep your head on straight and start treading to the right direction. Because once you go the wrong direction, it's gonna be a long way to get back this way.
Man, for real.
So
That's crazy. It's all about paths. That's right.
yes,
Which way you
right. As Carmen said, see, that's why God is always gonna continue to bless y'all because everything y'all do comes from the heart.
go? Oh,
Right.
truly.
That's
Yes.
Diane said
Ashe.
your children
Oh,
are. What would you say that?
Oh no, I was just saying Ashe, so it
Mm-hmm. Diane said your children are intelligent and know the value of hard work. You both have done great. Thank you so much.
Truly appreciate that.
Ms. Carmen said they are doing what they're supposed to do.
Whew.
And that's being kids, and they're going to have their own personalities, and y'all children are good kids. Thank you.
It's funny because we've been trying to make sure that they learn how to think.
Yeah.
I think not. It's a lot of adults who even kind of need help with that. Like some people really don't even take a second to think. Like, okay, let me think about it. If I want something to eat, I should probably cook me something to eat.
Right.
Like, even though that's like a simple, that's a simple
Some people
way to
would be
put
like, I ain't got nothing to eat. What I'm going to do?
it. Right.
Like,
That's
go
just
make
an
a
example.
meal. Find out what you got in there.
Right.
Put it together.
Make them a little jelly.
Something.
But that was a simple way to put it. But it's like, we want them to think. Like, just think about it. Because if you think about it, that's what people really be need. Because if you can figure a way out, oh, you're going to be good. If you can use your mind to really think it out, you're going to be good. Like, all you got to do is, remember,
all you got to do is use your mind. Think. Oh, we definitely got to make that. So it's literally just like, finish the sentence. All you got to do is, whatever situation you in, all you got to do is something. Like, start somewhere. Diane said, could be baby kids for real.
Man.
I be calling these kids baby kids sometimes. But it's funny because it's like, dang, we really could have some ratchet little kids. Wretched.
Richard.
Little baby kids. Miss Lynn, what's going on, Miss Lynn?
Hey, Miss Lynn.
She said, I learned to let people be because they don't listen. No.
Man.
And you know what? It be hurting the heart.
Ooh.
When I done told somebody what to do over and over and over and over and over. And it be like, clearly you not listening. You still going in the other way. Guess what? Hey, God bless you.
Man.
Do what you supposed to do and I'm going to go do what I got to do. Because I ain't got time to keep telling you something that's going through one ear out the other. You're going to find out on your own. I ain't got time. I keep telling you. And I ain't got time.
And it's crazy because sometimes you even gotta let go because just because they not doing what you're doing doesn't mean that they not doing what's right for them. Right. So like some people gotta take their own path so they can figure it out. Like sometimes that's just how it is.
Yeah. And
it sucks though because even like as we just getting older and we were talking about this earlier because we also, like, this is something to celebrate, y'all. We actually just joined, like, a YouTube school, for real. It's like a YouTube school. And we were just like, you know what, we just want to make sure we taking this serious. Like, we want to invest in education. Basically, it's a really cool instructor. And it's it's cool to be taking a step like that.
Right.
Because I want y'all to know, we really take YouTube serious.
Yeah.
And we understand that it can be amazing. And it is amazing already.
Yeah.
But that's something to celebrate. But anyways, my point was we end up scheduling, you know, like our consultation with the person who runs it. And he was like asking questions. His name is Roberto Blake, I could just say. But he has like a little question list, you know, just asking questions. And it was funny because like it just made me start reflecting like, oh my gosh, like we're pretty much at an age right now. It's like you should figure out like, okay, what you really want. Cause you in the middle, you at a middle ground. Don't get me wrong, whatever age you can switch it up. Okay. But it was funny to just kind of be reading the questions he asked and it make you think like, wow, what's more important? And just even me, I have listened to a podcast and they were just talking about how it's important to make your inner child happy. Like even as we talked about how the kids are just being kids, it's funny how inside of us it's something that we may have even lacked as a kid that we really want to kind of still feed as an adult. Like, okay, let me make my inner child happy. But just kind of listening to those, filling out those questions and listening to that podcast, and it just be like a reminder, like, dang, what you need to really pay attention to what matters to you.
Right.
And yeah, I feel like that was kind of random.
No.
But I guess I was just saying kind of the feelings that I had. Because that was literally earlier.
Yeah. Right before we went live.
Yeah.
Dang, it was...
And it was so cute because we was talking about it. I had to tell my babe. And then he was like, he called me back like, yeah, I like talking to you. And I'm like, okay, that was cute. But anyway. It might be time to go to sleep. Oh, Lord.
Dang, when you said something...
I took your
I'm gonna have to start.
No,
I just need to start writing stuff down because I be forgetting.
What you think about?
I don't know.
It had to do with inner child.
You were saying, oh yeah, so inner child. But Miss Carmen said some people shouldn't be allowed to have pets, let alone a child.
Hello.
That is true because just don't care. Some people look at kids as checks. That's it.
For real. Dang, that's sad. But
government checks, sure. And even it was. Once upon a time on YouTube, it was people extorting their kids on YouTube.
Right.
Man, it wasn't even, man, people crazy. But, yeah, what am I about to say? But inner child, I ain't gonna lie. I know I still got some stuff in my inner child I want to get off. It's funny because one thing we did right when we got our own house, when we graduated high school and stuff, got our own crib, we had, cool little jobs. At the time, so we ain't really had no bills, so it was like about to just blow money for real,
right?
Or buy stuff that we wanted as a kid that I ain't get.
Man.
So I know I done bought me a couple Mocha Control cars. Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna lie. To this day, they broke, and it take every ounce of me to not take them to the store to go get fixed. But once we get some more time to play, buy some play stuff. I'm gonna buy me some more Mocha Control cars. I ain't gonna lie.
You gonna mess around.
They just gonna turn up a little bit more.
And get the big version of it.
Oh, yeah.
And be in that boy playing with it.
Oh, I'm gonna get that too.
You said I'm gonna get it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like just like your inner child, it's kind of like you should satisfy that. If you wanted something too when you was younger that you weren't able to get, go ahead and get it so you can be like, all right, boom, I accomplished that. Or this thing wasn't even worth getting. Or whatever. But I feel like you gotta, you know what I'm saying, accomplish that little goal.
Right.
I done got some stuff too. It just come to you too. Like I always wanted like a PSP, like growing up. And it's funny because one year we worked a whole summer. Well, we worked a lot of whole summers. We used to be getting finessed by my dad. I ain't gonna lie. We used to work when we was younger. Whole summers though, we used to be working. And when I say we was working at the same capacity that these older dudes was working at. So we was like 16. So I feel like when we was 16, we really was like actually doing the work like they was doing. But at that time, man, we getting finessed. Whole summers we working. We ain't even getting no Jordans. We ain't getting none of that. But we ain't getting paid. So one summer I'm like, boom, this summer I'm gonna just use all my bread, buy me a PSP. And it's funny because we ended up doing a job and we had like a new family member helping us at the work. Like he was fresh, right? Man, we didn't whiz at this lady house. Like we know not to steal. We ain't no thieves. So we was at this lady house putting down bamboo floors and stuff like that. And she had a PSP in her bathroom. So I'm like, ooh, this joint raw. Looked at it. Ooh. My brother looked at it because my brother had one too. Somebody stole his. But we like, ooh, I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to get one of them joints. Man, while we leave the house, y'all, get back home, the lady called like, called my dad like, yeah, did you see my game sitting on the toilet? And then he like, yeah, we seen it. He called us in there. He like, y'all see the game? I'm like, yeah, it's on back in the toilet. Guess what? The game was gone, y'all. And it was only one person that was new, which was my brother cousin. And we like, he like, dang, did y'all take it? I'm like, no, shoot, I worked the whole summer just to buy one of them joints. I'm like, this was my plan to go get one, shoot, when the summer over. Man, he like, oh, it ain't there. Ask him. Nope, I ain't see it. Ask my brother. Yeah, I seen it. We put it back. I done gave him a whole story of what I did. So, man, it was funny because we had a whole little trial in the kitchen. That was like a funny right there. That was fun too. But they interviewed us, like my dad and my stepmom were like, all right, what was you doing at this time? Blah, blah, blah. Everybody's stories checked out except for one person. So my dad like, look, I'm about to leave. They go to the store. He like, and we tore up the whole house. They like, y'all better look around, look for it. Man, we looked all upstairs, dumping out of stuff, looking in closets, couldn't find it nowhere. They like, oh, go look in the basement. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, my room was in the basement, right? So I'm like, I guess we can go down there in the basement. I'm like, shoot, I know it ain't in my room. I'm like, let's go. We go in the basement, look for stuff. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm sitting on the washing machine. I'm just sitting there talking. Yeah, because I'm like, they wasn't even looking either. And I'm like, man, they tripping because we ain't steal it. Like, we ain't got it. Man, this dude, the whole time, he got it right, but he just playing it off with us like, yeah, man, that's crazy. Ain't nobody gonna steal that, blah, blah, blah. Man, we go back upstairs. I'm like, man, we ain't find it. And I heard my dad say like, oh, yeah, I know Ty ain't got it because he ain't no thief. We done be in and out of all these houses. Man. So I'm chilling for real, and I'm the oldest. So my dad like, all right, I'm about to go to the store. When I get back, if that PSP ain't in this basket, then we gonna have an issue. Man, my dad left, right? We still sitting at the table. I'm like, man, this dude tripping. Ain't nobody got no PSP. That lady probably lost it, knocked it off the toilet or something.
Knocked it off the toilet.
Yeah, because this dude, I'm talking about straight face. He like, I did not steal it.
Man.
So we just sitting at the table. Then my dad come back. We hear the door close. I'm like, oh, snaps. And then he come in like this. Like, I got this cup, right? And he got a shirt. And he got the PSP. And he just cleaned it off. And I'm like, dang. I'm like, you just went to, you just went to GameStop to go buy that? He like, no. He like, it was in the basket. And I'm like, man, me and my brother looked at my cousin like, is you serious, bro? I'm like, never did you steal that. He like, I didn't take it. He still said he ain't take it.
Everybody
I'm like,
get a whooping.
Man, I'm like, then who put it in the basket then? Like, this was a whole crazy thing. This was, oh my God, it was funny and crazy at the same time.
That's crazy.
But turns out this dude finally, hours later, this probably been 4 hours, we was watching a family movie. They call, chaos started. So finally, he like, all right, he stole it. And he like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, dang, it's messed up because now my dad look bad.
Right.
Because now the lady probably thinking like, oh, these dudes steal. And I mean, we black. Them people was the other color. So it's like, dang, we already got a stigma to us. So it's like, dang, bro, you coming over here messing up our vibe. Dang. So my dad, it was still the summertime. He made him go over there and cut their grass every week for free. Just him. Like with a regular lawnmower, and they had a big yard too. But he made him cut the whole yard. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, we don't need nobody over here that's gonna be doing stuff like that. Cause you messing up our whole little feng shui. So after that, I'm like, dang, you really can't trust people. Like even if they're your family, this dude sat up here and lied. I'm talking about straight face. And it's funny because we tore up the whole house, y'all, but guess what? We didn't look one place. The one place we didn't look was his book bag. Oh. Because this dude, I remember him picking it up like, dang, I don't even see it. Put his bag back down.
Gosh. Not looking under the book bag.
And it's funny because my dad, like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. If that was me when we was younger, we would have beat him up. That was too funny though, but I'm like, man, it is what it is.
That's crazy. It be some heartless people. Like,
Man.
they just steal something. Like, I had a situation where my mother used to babysit a little girl, and she would come over and be stealing stuff. And it's funny because it was one Christmas I had saved all my little money up, and I done bought everybody a gift. I went to the little store at school. Why this girl stole every gift, and she actually stole my Game Boy too. And it's actually funny because I was talking to like some neighborhood kids down the street, and they pretty much told me like, oh yeah, like she had it. It was even this one time I dumped the little girl book bag out after I found out that it was her, and she gave the gifts to the people down the street. But it was this one time I dumped her book bag out. Why this girl was such a petty thief, she even had my little Listerine strips. You know, the little tongue ones?
Man.
This girl stole my little Listerine tongue strips. Like, people be savages.
Yeah, they just like, I'm just taking stuff. Like,
even as a kid though, like,
man.
you a savage. You took all my family Christmas gifts though. You gonna take a random lady PSP? Like, it be some people, man.
Man. And it's like, you ain't think you was gonna get caught.
Right, you thought
like,
you
especially with him.
Such a G, get away with it.
Come on now.
Man.
They just gonna be like, oh no, my game's missing. I gotta go buy
and
another one.
it was right on the toilet.
Yeah. And the lady like, oh yeah, I use it every time I go to the bathroom. We like, damn.
That's the same thing with
probably
the little...
germs on there.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's like it's the same thing with the little girl. It's like you the only random person in here, and all of a sudden a whole row of gifts disappear. And then I wrapped them and everything.
Man.
Like, she was, oh my Lord, y'all.
The craziest part is when somebody don't, when they ain't got no consequences.
Right.
So they think it's okay to keep doing it.
Yep.
Well, his cousin, he learned. He got his consequences. He ain't even get like beat or nothing like that. He just had to cut that grass. And it was scorching hot.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't even know if that girl learned her lesson. I think it just got to the point where my mother was like, I'm sorry, I can't babysit you no more.
For real. Miss Carmen said that's what you call a klepto.
Man, for real though.
Man.
Like, what the heck you watching?
Man.
We back there.
Oh, that just kind of when we used to talk about the story.
Okay.
Miss Carmen said water and mortar makes bricks even harder now. How many times you want to hit your head before you listen?
Man.
That's something my dad used to say to my brother.
I like that.
How I might use that? I got somebody to try that out on in here. They gonna be like, what you talking about?
Right. And they was this person they was trying to get on the dang camera too. So man, I just want to tell them that I'm renewed. That's basically what he was.
And I told him, like, you ain't getting on camera. I'm like, if you get on camera, then we gonna talk about your grades.
Right, we gonna talk about the real deal. Holy field.
And guess what? Y'all ain't seen him pop up in here yet. He like, dang.
He probably was like, no.
Not at all. But yeah, we got some crazy stories though.
Right.
I guess we need to start having that story time segment.
Man, right. That'd even be funny to kind of talk about some lessons, like talk about a story and then the lessons we learned from that story. Because one thing for sure, that lesson right there was like, oh, dang, you really can't just be out here just trusting people.
Man.
People will put on a face for you. Like, they are literally, what is it, the poker face? That's what they like to call it.
Like,
They'll be like,
serious.
oh, no, it wasn't me.
I learned that with loaning people money.
Man.
Thinking that they got money and they gonna pay me back. Man, turns out they end up being like people you can't trust. And it's funny when somebody else tell you like, oh no, don't loan that person no money. Like, you ain't gonna get it back. I don't care if it's $20, $50. And I'm like, nah. They changed, I think. They seem like they serious. Man, learn my lesson with that. And it's funny because the person had a nerve to ask me again. I'm like, you know you never gave me my $50 back?
Ooh.
Like, straight up had to tell them. I'm like, but what you can do is to work for it.
Right.
When people call, I have to tell people, don't call and ask me for no money. You better call and ask for a job.
No, for
like,
real.
You really think I'm about to just give you my money? And I was, man, you You see these videos?
Man, it's
so we
too
out
much
here.
work that need done. They be giving money away for nothing.
And it's funny because once I told that person that, I think they only asked me for like $20 or something like that. But it's like, I never talk to you ever. I know you my cousin, but I never talked to you like since we was younger, and you just come out of the blue like, hey, what's up? Can you send me $20? What? I'm like, straight up told him like, I ain't got no money to just be giving people, but if you want to come do some work, I got $20 worth of work you can do. So, actually even more than that. So, hey, but what I learned off of that was, you can't trust everybody, that's for sure. Even if they smiling in your face, even if they family, your long lost best friend, it don't matter.
Man.
It don't matter if you even write up a promissory note. I know my dad and loaned some money to somebody, they wrote up a promissory note right there at the police station, getting their car out the lot. I'm paying. Guess what? Still ain't paying. Crazy. People is interested.
Then it's irritating because then you gotta, like, to enforce the promissory note, you gotta go to the judges, pretty much.
And it's like, who want to do that?
Go through the court process. And a lot of people know that. Nobody really want to do that. Like, we just had a situation, even with, well, we have a situation, we gonna more than likely share it with y'all. Situation with a oil company went to go get an oil change.
Man.
And it, oh my gosh, we caught these people on camera saying the craziest stuff. Like, these people were saying just like, you would not believe these people. They basically messed up my oil pan and basically told us like, oh, there is no record on Carfax of you getting oil changes. So since that's the case, we're not gonna repair it. And they didn't even ask us like, oh, were you doing your own oil changes? Like, why is there no history of oil changes? They didn't even ask us that. They was just flat out like, we not gonna pay for it because you ain't got no history on Carfax.
Right, so it's just wear and tear.
Yeah, like
no.
Man.
Never had no oil leak until I came to y'all.
Is that brand? No. But yes, y'all, man, people be whoo.
And Janine, aka just asked Mama in this joint, what's going on?
What's up?
Sharp enough too. How y'all been?
Right, how you feeling?
We just
Are
out
y'all
here
ready
talking
for
about
the
stories.
weekend? Right.
Oh yeah. Y'all ready for the weekend?
Anybody looking forward to the weekend? What are we doing this weekend?
Right. Somewhere doing something. It's like, it's funny because every day it's like we editing videos.
Yeah.
Every day.
It's funny. It's like it's always something.
It's always something to do.
Yeah.
We actually just finished up Grandma's house too, like kind of doing the repairs and stuff we needed over there. The only thing, you definitely gonna be seeing that next too. We just gotta paint the outside of the house, and paint the outside of the house and probably like some little stuff on the inside, and then y'all will be seeing that one, and then I can't even give y'all too much, but
can't give y'all too much. But yeah.
But it's getting fun.
Right. It be eventful. I can't wait till the weather really breaks so we could just be outside. Because sometimes being in the house, like we've been pretty much like trying to crank up our speed. So sometimes it can feel like, woo, like get a video out and then it's like, it basically be like, and then it be like, oh, back to it.
Yeah. And we've been, like, our videos too been getting posted super late because
we trying to stick to our it's like it's late, but we basically trying to honor our commitment.
Right.
So we feel
like we still be pushing it out, even though it's like, man, we kind of missed the deadline because we wanted this posted at this time. Right. So y'all might be seeing like some videos we posted at like 12. You might not see it until the morning when you wake up. Yeah. But we posting them joints late for real. And we just trying to really get caught up. It's like, it's just so much going on.
We not just, like, I don't just edit. Like, I do, like, the home things. Like, most of the time, I'm doing, like, the homey stuff. Or, like, I'm doing, like, the home school with our kids. So, it's, like, doing that and then editing. And then usually Todd is, like, you know, fixing the houses. And he getting them to the point where it's comfortable for us to bring the kids over. And it's, like, a safe environment, of course, like sometimes it's like, oh, you gotta wear a mask if we doing a certain projects. But once the kids are over there a lot, it's usually because we done got it to a point. Well, no, I'm not even gonna say usually. It's because we got it to a point where it's like y'all good to be over here. Right. Worst case, if y'all start moving some stuff around, we gonna throw on masks. But it's like that's what usually our roles is like. So it's just funny because sometimes it can feel like, whoo, like you could be underwater and lift your head up a little bit and then go back under. So I think that's why even earlier we just was like kind of going back and forth, like, okay, as long as we doing what we truly want to be doing, it's worth it. Yeah. Like that's what matters the most. As long as it's what we want to be doing. Mm-hmm. That's what anything.
Ms. Carter said, don't ever loan money out if you can't afford to just give it to them, and then if you have it to spare, especially if it's family, because I promise you, it's going to cause problems between y'all. Yes, it is.
That's the perfect way to put it, Ms. Carter.
That's why I be telling people, hey, I ain't got it. Like, I really ain't got it to be giving it to you and not receiving it back.
Yeah.
Like, dang, it's really like, I don't even trust you that much.
I don't even trust you that much.
Yeah, like, for you to not give me this back and I need it back. Mm-hmm. And we need a horn in this boy. But happy birthday to Janine. She said,
oh, happy birthday. Oh my goodness.
Yep, she said, hold on, where it go? Uh-oh. I just celebrated my 65th birthday last weekend and it took me most of the week to recover. Oh yeah, you were turned up. You wasn't playing. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. 65, that's what's up.
That is beautiful.
Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday. Look, it's still on. It's still on.
Right.
Hey.
It's birthday all month.
Right. Wow. Oh my goodness. Look, you got anything you want to drop in here? Wow, 65 years. Drop us some wisdom.
Drop us some 65-year-old wisdom.
No, for real.
The house is coming along and looking great. The installation process is new for me. The way that you did it is the way you did it on this house. Yeah, that was my first time even doing it that way. And then again, like I'll be educating myself on YouTube. I look up all the best ways we can do something at the best price too. Because insulating a house like that, I was doing a bunch of comparisons. So it's like I didn't want to do the fiberglass insulation because I'm not about to torture myself. I hate itching.
Oh, we should have went into that in the video.
Oh, right.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
But I don't like itching. So and that fiberglass really stab your skin to be in your skin. I don't want nothing piercing me. So and that job is a real messy job and you for sure gonna get it on you. So definitely wanted to go the cellulose route, the non-itchy route. And then we wanted to get the most of our R value. So by really stuffing those walls, because even the roll insulation is like you can put those in the wall and it still can be like little deficiencies in that. On how you stuff that in there, it just causes voids. So it's like, oh, this way here, well, we could just pump it in the wall and it's nice and fluffy and nice and tight. And on top of that, it got like a bug. What is it called? Kind of like a extermination type thing in there, but it prevents like roaches, ants, like a whole bunch of different type of bugs. If they was to crawl into the wall, guess what? They gonna crawl in there and be dead because they gonna hit that little whatever is in there, surfactant. What is it called? They got like a little powder. Something, whatever it is, but that's kind of built into that insulation. So I'm like, oh, that pretty much killed 100 birds with one stone because
here, I'm trying to let you drink that corner so I can put
this corner.
Oh dang, y'all look.
My throat dry. I got dry cranberry juice.
I was trying to have you drink the corner because I was about to give you some of this, then I thought about it like you can't drink from my water. We just jacked up over here, y'all.
Man. But what I was talking about, the insulation. Oh yeah, so that was like the first time doing that, but that actually was like the best route for us to do it because money wise it was cheaper.
Right. How much do we get quoted? We got quoted like
$8,000.
Was that including materials? I think so.
Yeah.
He said $8,000.
8,000 smacko rules.
And it's actually crazy because even just from the outside, because I know you was over there, like y'all was over there, but I don't feel like that was at $8,000 worth to pay them $8,000.
No, that's why when he said it, I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
8,000. Yep, I'm gonna be doing that myself.
Yeah, but I guess they were using.
They was using the spray foam.
Yeah, they were
so,
using a foam.
Of course, that would have been great as well, for sure.
Like he was even looking up like the machine, and he found a machine for $8,000.
Yeah, so like, dang. I can buy what you got for $8,000, and I'm the type of person I'd rather buy what you got so I can have it later and use it again. So, but the route we took, it only costed us like $1,100. If that probably was like $9,000, but I think it was like $1,100.
Yeah. So
it's like $1,100 versus $8,000.
Right.
Huh.
And it's funny because I feel like that kind of be our trade off. Like some people will be like, "Dang, like y'all still working on that house," but they don't like understand like the way we work is we give more time. So it's basically we spending our time building our personal properties up instead of going and working, I guess, like technically on other properties,
right,
to be able to pay somebody else to work on our properties, because we might as well just be on a super low budget,
right,
and fix our own properties, and eventually it's gonna get to the point where it reverse, like it's gonna eventually flip where we making more money. It's like right now we kind of cut ourselves, like, okay, we just gonna be super tight,
yeah,
with our budget.
And it's crazy because even like by doing it the way we doing it, we already done saved just off of the jobs we got quoted. Got 10, 20, probably for that, probably I would say 5. That ain't even including the porch. The porch, right. I probably.
Ooh,
that's
and
probably like $5,000 job.
That's you. I think somebody would say something ridiculous. We didn't have somebody come in there.
They said 10 for that.
Somebody said 10.
30.
No, that was just for the other stuff.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm adding that up too.
Yeah.
So it's like 10, 20.
Yeah.
And
even with the roof, it was like
I forgot about the roof.
Saved about the roof.
So 10, 20.
We just added
30.
Some money that we saved on the hoarder house.
I ain't gonna lie. So far, I'm positive we already saved like $30,000, and that ain't even including the stuff that we still did in there. Other stuff that we did, like with the drywall and stuff like that. I ain't even add that. That was just that's just the main interiors.
Right. So somebody
the main
else
working parts.
Like a lot of people that we kind of talk to, they'll be like, "Oh, I'd rather have went and made the $30,000." I guess it can make sense if you went and made $60,000 and then you paid $30,000. But the way, even when we do our math, it was like that's dumb to go make $30,000 to pay $30,000.
Because paying that $30,000, the house wouldn't even been how it's looking right now.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be no drywall up.
Right.
All we have is plumbing and electric. Maybe a roof. And that ain't even including the roof. That ain't even including the insulation.
Oh, you ain't put the insulation?
No, that literally was just
like, God dang, what did we buy? No,
imagine, right.
But I'm serious.
Imagine paying somebody $30,000 and then they be like, all right, I'm done doing your $30,000 work, and you walk in the house and it's still
not even livable.
Like, oh, it's no walls.
That's no really what be happening to people, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's why a lot of people just be like, man, I'm about to just sell it. Like, that's what a lot of people do, even in Ohio. Like, a lot of out-of-state investors do that in Ohio because they will pretty much buy these, just to be honest, like, houses like that. They'll buy houses like that and think, like, oh, I'm about to just spend some quick money, and then contractors be all willy-nilly. They can't keep up with them. Can't get people to finish the job, and then before you know it, house back on the market. Man. Selling it for the same price they bought it for.
Yeah, you get work that got done to it.
Man.
They just trying to get their money back.
Right. Yes,
so, I think that's a big plus.
For real. That's why I'm so grateful. Like, once again, that's why I just want to make sure our kids understand that whatever you put your mind to, you really can figure out. Because if you think about it, we could have had, just like the video we just dropped the other day, it's like it had been times where we could have just been like, you know what, this too much. Like let's just quit. Like let's just not do it. But it's funny how when you use your mind, instead of you automatically being like, this is too much, and then you just tell yourself, like, you know what, hold on, let me just see if I can figure out a way.
Yeah.
What cranberry?
No, it's funny. I just seen his comment. He said, that's not cranberry juice, Art, but I support you guys because you're good people. Like, no.
No,
that's really cranberry juice. We be drinking 100% cranberry juice all the time. That ain't no wine.
Yeah.
And that Janine had enough wine for everybody because she just not recovering.
Hey, it's funny because we
shout out to you, Lionsgate. Welcome to the Chisel.
Right. Too. What's up, Lionsgate? That's funny because we did try, like, we actually want to go to like a great what is it called?
Like a wine tour?
Yeah, like a wine tour.
Like in the at the farm.
Yeah, like at a
grapes
farm
and stuff came from.
Yeah, like I don't want to go to a restaurant that do it. I want to go to like a farm. But it's funny because we did find a couple like wines. But I ain't gonna lie, with this new information they released, then it make you be like, God dang, you know what? Let's just go eat grass or something. Like, and just drink rainfall. Yeah. Like, all these reports, they be talking about, oh, this bad for you, that's bad for you, that's bad for you. You be like, man, just eat air. Yeah. Can't even eat that because the toxins in the air.
Man.
Oh, my Lord, nothing.
Messed up all the way. Oh, and Mama said, wisdom. That's her 65-year-old wisdom. Okay. She said, wisdom. Invest. And you can shop and spend money later on in life. But you have to live too. So eat off the fine china and use Big Mama's dishes. Hey. You are worthy of it all. Hey, that was some good I like that.
I love that.
Man, wish I could pin it, but I can't.
I love that.
I love that for sure.
I love that.
We big on that too. Invest.
They said I'm a troll. Wait a minute. I didn't freaking jump in on that comment. That's funny.
Miss Lynn said, same, I want to go to a vineyard. But that'd be raw to do like a meetup, and we meet up at a vineyard somewhere. Cause look, I'm putting too much on Mama. She like, hold on. She said, I do not drink alcohol for real.
Hey.
I just did too much. Kansas City 2-stepping after a complete hip surgery. All the slaps.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, at least you had fun, okay? And you probably took a couple sips and it was too much. Hey. That's all the sips you needed.
Hey, as long as you was eating off that fine shine too while you was at it.
As long as you enjoy your birthday.
Right. Hey.
Appreciate you, Lionsgate, too, because he said y'all are good people. Y'all are good people. I just talk my crap. And everybody got to talk that crap every now and then, you know what I'm saying? We'll be talking our crap too and laugh at the end. And I also subscribe, so we definitely appreciate that. Welcome to the family.
I truly appreciate that.
But yeah.
I love that wisdom.
Man,
that
actually,
you dropped, Mama.
It'd be good, like, seeing that too. And knowing, like, all right, we going in the right direction. Because at least we doing some of that wisdom. Right, because to be honest, for real, the stuff we doing, I kind of feel like a lot that's going on around us is like we kind of doing the opposite. So sometimes it can feel like uncomfortable. So like just to see stuff like that, it's a reminder. Like, okay, you thinking in a good way that can work out. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we don't really know until we get there. But at the same time, we know because we gonna manifest the best. And then we got the best people that's watching us too and coaching us along the way, letting us know y'all doing the right thing, keep going, do this instead. That's why we like posting what we doing, like if we using a tool or we working on something, we like when other people chime in and be like, hey, you being a goofy, go buy this tool.
Right.
Hey, what you doing? That's gonna take too long. Go do this. Hey, next time just pay somebody to do that because your time can be used elsewhere. So we love when people chime in, drop comments, and just let us know, even when
whether they don't agree or they do agree.
Yeah. We love giving wisdom. We love receiving it back. And shout out to Colleen too. Hey. Colleen joined in too. She said, do they have those back east? I wonder if you're talking about the vineyard or something. We was talking about that, but we definitely got some here for sure. She said, I'm enjoying the progression on the rental property. I still haven't replaced my screens, but I'll do it before the end of the week. Yep.
Right. That's the cool thing, that's something fast. It's like once you got the materials, shoot. Hey.
It's funny because it's kind of like with everything else. It's the thought about doing it. So it's like, dang, it's about to take some time because it be the same thing with me. Like, I know I can replace a screen pretty quick. It's like, dang, do I feel like stretching out the screen, cutting it, putting the old one out, stuffing it back in there. But it's like, after you do it, you're like, that look way better than a ripped screen.
Then it be so much other stuff to do. Like, dang, is that window really gonna die if I don't fix it right now? Like, that's really how it be. Like, picking, like, do I do that or do I cook dinner?
Yeah, we got another screen video once we y'all see a video with Grandma House too. I keep looking at this laptop thinking we on this camera. But I replaced a bunch of screens over there. Ooh. Them screens been on there since we was kids, and I already know we was hanging on them joints.
Dang.
Yeah, as kids, so that was funny. We actually repaired the porch over there too, and it was funny because we had to replace some of the spindles. And I remember being a kid and like thinking we karate. Ooh. And just like kick them boys off, snap them in half.
Oh my god.
It wasn't our porch. They shouldn't have been that brittle. But we was bored. But it was just funny because like, all right, I gotta replace these. I know I probably broke these as a kid.
Like, let me fix what I broke.
Dang, I could have saved me $1.49.
$1.49
each one. But that was pretty cool. It's funny because with that house, even with like some of the interior stuff, some of that stuff been like that literally since we was kids. And like even with I was in the bathroom working in the basement, and my uncle that passed away, like he spray painted like his name on there when he was younger, like when they was younger and kids, spray painted his name on the wall, written on his wall with a pencil and stuff like that. And where the kids at when you need them? Now they don't want to pop up in here because I done made some warm water over there. I was gonna tell them like, hey, pull me up, put me a little lemon in there. No, it's cool, man. All right, good. They probably tired of hearing me talk anyways.
No.
Miss Carmen said, "Is your grandma's house finished yet?" Pretty much, kind of, but not really. It's finished. Yeah, it's finished.
Like, it's definitely livable.
Yeah,
and it's definitely updated.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just
like little stuff that we know.
It's such a big house. It's almost like the money it would take to just be able to just do the whole thing at once. It's like, it got to be done like project after project with the stuff that's left over. But I would technically say it's a livable house.
Oh yeah.
It's like somebody can go in there and rent it, for example.
Oh yeah, we can rent that joint.
Yeah, like if somebody was looking for a house, it'd be like, oh yeah, like it's ready. It's just, we might have to come back, paint the outside a little bit. Yeah.
Play some of the little wood on this porch right here.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like
so like the outside need a little revamp.
Because I replaced like the porch, for instance, like for years, the steps in the porch was kind of like falling apart, and it literally took me going over there because my grandma was still walking up the front steps, and I told them like, stop walking up these front steps because they loose. Somebody gonna fall in them, and they still want to listen. My grandma still want to take them steps. So you know what I did? I took a jump rope, and I just wrapped up off the whole thing, roped it off. Like nobody walk over here.
That was so dangerous.
Man, don't nobody want to listen until they under the porch. Then they gonna be like, he was right.
He was right. Dang you, man.
But we didn't have that blocked off. Literally, 2 years? Them steps been blocked off.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
2 years, them steps been blocked off. And the left side of the porch it kind of collapsed.
You think it was 2 years? I think
it had to be 2 years. No,
I think
it was probably 2 years. No,
so.
If it wasn't 2, it was 1.5. If it wasn't 2, for sure 1.5. It was 2 years. I ain't gonna lie. I think.
Years? I don't know.
It's probably 1.5. But it been roped off for a long time, and I finally got over there, ripped all that stuff apart, and put brand new steps. Rebuilt the left side of the porch. Now it ain't bouncy no more. It was like a little trampoline. Had to replace all that wood. So of course we recorded all that. So we're gonna be showing that. The roof of the porch was burnt from my mama barbecuing on the porch. And it just melted like the siding, so we replaced that. So yeah, now the only thing left is to do some outside painting and all that good stuff.
And it's funny, y'all, because once again, chaos in the midst of opportunity, y'all. This is all going on all at the same time as the hoarder house, at the same time as like pretty much the garage. Well, no, it was in the background of the garage.
Yeah, so that was
like in the background. But yeah, it's like we got a bunch of different.
Tornado.
This is the most houses or projects that have been being worked on at once.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like it feels crazy. It feels chaotic because it's like, okay, we actually had a moment where it was like, okay, the hoarder house matter most. And then we was like, ooh, okay, never mind, the hoarder house don't matter as much as this. And then it was like, okay, dang, that don't matter no more. So now her house matter more. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's just interesting, y'all.
It's like we've been having to bounce in between. And it's like, man, I know with me, I know Ray be going crazy sometimes in her head. But when I get to looking, because I had to write everything down because it just be in my head. And some days, it's crazy. I don't even do nothing. The day I put my work clothes on and literally just be in the house pacing, walking back and forth because it's like, dang, what am I do? Like, what am I about to do? Because there's literally so much to do.
So many choices.
Man, it's like, dang, we need that done over there. So, all right, I'm about to go over there and do this. Mm-hmm. And it's like, dang, but we got to do that before we do that.
Right.
So it's like, oh, all right, I'm going to go over there. And then it's like, dang, but what I need to do that? All right, I got to do this. I got to get this. So what else I can do? Since I ain't got that, maybe I can go over there and do this.
Right.
And it's like, nah, because if you go do that, then you can be doing this over here at this house.
Man.
And it's like, oh my God. So we got a board behind us and this bunch of scribbles all on it. And it's literally each house and what we got to do. Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna lie, it was getting to the point where we kept going, like took on my house repairing stuff. And it's like, dang, all this time we've been over here. All we got to do is paint over there. So it's like, why don't I just go over there and paint? Like, I'll be sitting even thinking, even right now live, like, dang, we should have went live painting. Dang, I ain't even think about that until now. We might have to go live while we painting the hoarder house, y'all, the interior.
Man, and it's funny because we always be like, oh yeah, we just gonna get on live for like, an hour.
Right.
And then we get on here and it just be flowing. Because it's almost like, I guess what people be like having like a therapy session in a way.
Yeah.
It's almost like you then what then went on. So
right.
I guess that's how we can end up getting lost with the time. But even recording live doing work is like interesting because it's like, I don't know, would y'all like something like that? Because I feel like the cool thing about live is engaging. So I feel like if we're working or like, I don't know, it just seemed like you can't really engage. So it's like it take away that, I don't know, the live feeling.
I don't know,
because it's like you watching a video.
Yeah, but it's like they can engage while we working. Because it's like I could be spraying the wall, painting the wall or something, go back to the live and they might ask a question like, oh, how you do that like that? And I'd be like, oh yeah, let me show you. Oh, it's like a tutorial showing them.
So you trying to do like a live tutorial?
No, I mean, it just popped in my head. It's like, all right, now that'll probably make.
Because if you think about it, it's like, oh, I guess that makes sense if you like how to paint.
Yeah. And you just show like one room and be like, all right.
Somebody asked. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. What y'all think?
Interesting. Would y'all watch a live was working? You just know it was a whole lot of slower than watching the video. Like
right, that's way slower.
Yeah. Let's say just have someone read the comments while you're working live.
True.
Yep.
That's actually a good idea. Right, that's a good idea. It's funny, see, that's why I like talking to people because you never know. Somebody can really see something from the outside that you didn't see, and it's like, That's probably, it seemed like that's so common sense right there.
Right.
But it's funny because it's like,
I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking like
that could make sense.
It could, but I'm like, dang, Ray probably gonna be like, I want to be doing some work. But Colleen
but I
just
guess
said,
if you editing, like if I'm editing, that's a way to be able to like, okay, y'all can watch him, and I just edit instead of painting or like, you know, like something like that, and that'll make sense because even right now, like Ty been pretty much the one over there doing that while I'm pretty much here with the kids and you know doing the home stuff and doing the editing. So it would be kind of easy to just be like, okay, I'm gonna pop a squat up there with you.
You be the moderator.
I edit over here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We can pack lunch, you know.
Colleen said you can have your oldest read the comments.
True.
She loved reading the comments too.
Right. And she loved reading the comments while she in the video.
Right. Especially when it's something about her.
Yeah, it's funny because that's a great idea. Y'all might hear a bunch about what videos about to post on her channel, but that's actually a good idea too.
Yeah. And it's like, shoot, say some big words so she can sign it out.
Right. Put her to work.
Because she definitely loved reading, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But that's actually a good idea.
Yes.
Because she would love on that.
No, for real. Especially with her being in control of it. We might have to tell her, like, put the camera on the paint.
Right. What are you doing?
She's gonna be like, oh, shoot, I forgot while we were here.
Right.
That's our hairstylist right there, y'all.
Man, she probably gonna be like, if you guys like hairstyle videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel.
She actually did my hair. Like, I've been letting her practice on my hair. She did me like some twists. So, I'm like, okay, girl, okay.
Yeah, she came up to me with a spray bottle talking about, you want me to moisturize your hair? I'm like, girl, what you doing? Get back.
Oh, shoot. That's funny.
Khalid said she learned the business side of things from YouTube.
Right.
Her baby girl is a genius. Carmen said that. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
But yeah.
Yes, y'all.
Man, but as always, it's been lovely to be on live with y'all, man. We really had fun.
Mess around, spend the night.
Man. Be up in this boy going to sleep on the table like they still live.
Like, yeah, Carmen.
Like, no, I'm still woke. Like, it's live from the face. That's how Ray be.
Man. Oh, here comes the stylist. She must have heard us. What's up, stylist?
They were just saying we can go live and then you can read the comments while we live.
What you think about that?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
She said that sounds good.
But
moderator.
You know, so I actually did my work for tomorrow.
Okay.
And guess what? We learned something on me academy about internet safety. So we don't get our computers and stuff hacked.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Oh, yes. Very good.
Because last time I got my whole iPad hacked.
Did it get hacked or did you just forget the password?
No, it got hacked.
It was tweaking. No, it probably was her one time.
That was my Android.
Yeah.
That's
Remember, and I had to get my whole account all over again. How did I break that rubber band?
They be trying to set you up with these devices, trying to hack your stuff.
That's a good thing about homeschool because she just did her work for tonight, since she wanted to be up. She like, oh, can I do extra work? So she just finished her work tomorrow. Oh, you ain't slick.
She thinks she's slick.
Tomorrow, Friday, so she like, shoot, can I do some extra work so I can start my weekend today? This girl. That's funny though. That's why they even had that option though. I wish we had that option. We as kids, because I'm telling you, I be done on Wednesday.
Man.
All my work will be done on Wednesday.
And it's funny because
I keep popping myself with rubber bands.
Uh-oh. But it's funny because we done got to the point where it's like, dang. It's funny how you can be so structured based off of like the way, school pretty much used to work.
Right.
But we were even thinking like, dang, is there even really a point of all these breaks? Like
Man.
a lot of kids then went on spring break, but the way we thought about it was like, you know what? Instead of us being like, oh, y'all can just have a big break. If we're not at home, we'd rather be like, okay, y'all probably didn't did like a week extra of work. So when we out and about, then I mean, y'all might have a day where y'all ain't gotta do school.
Right. We actually gave them the option, like, all right, cause they be love asking when it's like regular school break. They be like, oh, we going on break too.
Mm-hmm.
So we gave them the option, like, you can either be on that type of schedule, Monday through Friday off on the weekend, or you can do school every day and just be doing weekend stuff every day.
Right.
So it's like, go to school every day, had a weekend every day.
Man.
Kind of like that situation. Because y'all know on the weekend you get to, what they get to do? Play the game.
Right.
Might stay up a little bit later than you should.
Right.
But it's like, hey, if you...
It's still be a limit though.
Oh, it's still a limit.
Because
you might just be up all night.
Yeah, because it'd be like they need rest.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be like you also can throw the schedule off if you be waking up super late. So
You
it's
wanna
like
know what happened
still setting
today?
limits.
Actually, when I was talking to Jameer last night, he stayed up all night, like all night, and he was tired when he came out there. And I was like, you should have never stayed up all night.
Yeah, he probably had to wake up at 8 to go to school.
He
Seven.
on his break.
Oh, they're
Oh, yeah,
on
they are.
break. Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's pretty interesting.
Yes.
To be able to kind of pick and choose, like, oh, that don't work. Maybe we should try this. But once again, chaos be coming around because it be like, oh, dang, hold on. We might change that. Like, we be having times where we be like, we need to probably change that around.
Yeah. Lionsgate said, y'all the only people that are fine that act like me.
Uh-huh.
Keep the content up.
Hey, truly
We definitely will. We
appreciate it.
appreciate you being here. We appreciate you finding us. We glad everybody found us that's on here and everybody else that like our videos, supporters, and all that good stuff.
Right. I'm sorry. I love YouTube. Okay.
Man.
Do y'all love YouTube? YouTube is wrong.
Great community. Well, we might have to need you to hit the button.
Right.
But we about to get up off this joint.
Right. Say good night.
Good night to all. Oh, and Janice said mine got hacked too. Her talking about her laptop, but the children have to be careful of predators. There's a bunch of little weirdos out here that act. We told her like it's grown-ups that act like kids who act like they're a kid, but they really one of them weird grown-ups. So we don't mess around. We don't need no messaging kids on there because it might not even be a kid. Ain't none of that. You need to let us know before you download the app, all that good stuff.
Yeah, because last time I was trying to get a little lock screen thing that could that's 3D, and then when I downloaded the app that I needed, it hacked me.
Yep, that's why you're supposed to ask for approval. That's why I like Apple because you can set up boundaries. Like, let me look at this before you can even download it.
Right. As Carmen said, don't fix what ain't broken. Meaning if it's been working, don't change anything.
Ain't that right?
That's for sure. And Colleen said, good night. Thanks for your videos. No problem. We appreciate y'all supporting our videos.
Yeah.
And also, of course, y'all can head over to ARTTLife.com. Check out the stuff we got. That's over there. But if you want to support us for free, when you watch our videos, feel free to actually watch the ad that pop up. It is super long, you know what I'm saying? I guess you can skip it, but
Let it play a little bit.
play just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's how y'all can support us for free just by watching the ads. So other than that,
or
that's
even liking, commenting,
yes, liking,
watching
commenting.
to the end. And
That's
some
all.
people have even told us like I might not be able to like sit there and watch the whole video, but they like shoot. Sometimes I just let it at least play to the end.
Yeah.
So like we truly
We definitely appreciate it.
Even the fact y'all was able to hang with us this long.
Yeah.
Like shout out to y'all. Like it's been real.
This stuff, yeah, I'm telling y'all, it go a long way. Every little gesture, every little comment, like whatever it is, they really go a long way, and we really appreciate it.
Yes. Because once again, we understand y'all spending time when y'all are here with us. So
and
we
everybody's
truly
time
appreciate it.
is valuable.
Exactly.
So we make sure we spend it wisely for y'all when y'all tuning in to us.
Right.
get to learn something and enjoy and laugh.
Right. So oh wait,
Wow.
I'm sorry, y'all, but
Hey,
we actually, it's funny, the YouTube group we told y'all we joined, the guy actually told us that we remind him of like a mixture of Home Improvement meets like the Cosbys, or like Home Improvement meets the Cosbys and this old house.
Right.
So that's actually funny. So we've been like, oh, that's pretty funny. Like that kind of made us feel like, dang, do people kind of see that? Like he was like, oh, y'all should kind of deep dive into like sitcoms and learn like how that was. And it's like, oh wow, that is funny.
Yeah.
Like we like a black Home Improvement family, or like that's funny. We not the same as them.
Right. It's just the dynamic. Because he said y'all got the family dynamic,
right?
And y'all also fixing stuff, showing people how to do it. It's just. You know, with Home Improvement, they was fixing stuff the wrong way and it was blowing up, all types of stuff, but we fixing stuff the right way. So he like, definitely, you're doing it the right way. When you're showing them how to do it, so that'll be perfect.
Carmen said that's a good compliment.
Compliment?
You got
compliment.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say that, like,
I'm like that's like perfect. When he said that, I'm like, that's funny because definitely used to watch both of them shows when I was younger, even though I didn't know what was going on. But except for what is it, Home Improvement? Not Home Improvement, but
Home Improvement, definitely.
No, This Old House.
Oh,
so I definitely
house.
used to be watching that, learn how to fix stuff.
Yeah.
Couldn't fix something because I was a little kid, but.
So it's funny because I feel like that'd be funny if we randomly start playing on those things.
Right.
Like even with Home Improvement, we tried to play with it a little bit, but it didn't work out. It didn't sound right. So we was trying to play with the Home Improvement beat.
Oh, did we ever?
No, we didn't do it. But yeah, so that was just kind of a little funny thing I thought would be interesting to share.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out with us.
Yes, really appreciate it.
And look, I feel like we got to vent a little bit.
Yep.
Our
we
chaos.
Did a little rant.
Right. Some of our chaos, but at the end of the day, it's still opportunity, and we are very good.
Yes.
Yep. So we wishing y'all the best. Make it a great weekend and a great week.
And stay tuned for Sunday because we're gonna be dropping a new video every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And if we don't drop a video, we're gonna go live and see y'all. So that's how we did today.
Yep, the video wasn't ready today, so we was like, we just gonna get on live.
And God,
it was a perfect day to do that too, because we had a couple estimates to do. Look, y'all probably like, didn't y'all just say y'all about to go live? Y'all still talking. This is our problem right here. Can't get away. But had a couple estimates we had to go do today. Then I had to come home, calculate everything. So it was like, dang, Ray was over there tweaking with the video, like, oh Lord, we gonna post late.
Cooking,
I'm like, and then we had a little meeting. So I'm like, oh, this is perfect day to go live.
YouTube meeting.
So we popped on here. So real quick, shout out to Miss Carmen. Shout out to Janine, aka Mama. Lionsgate. Shout out to you. Shout out to Colleen. Shout out to Diane for checking in. Hey, oh, shout out to Angela Judkins too, because I forgot. Yeah, you popped in when we was talking about the story. So shout out to Angela. What's going on, Angela?
Shout out.
Miss Lynn came up in this joint. Shout out to D-Doc for sure. Autobot Diva. And Pamela. Shout out to y'all, man. We really appreciate it. Hopefully everybody's staying safe with these crazy tornadoes and storms that's coming through. Just stay out the way. Maybe we're gonna be doing a video in the future once we get our land on how to build a bunker or something like that to just stay safe from those tornadoes and stuff. But signing out.
That was a lot to say. Oh Lord.
Now we get you some water.
Good night.
And thank you, Miss Carmen. She said she's proud of us. Signing out. Bye, y'all.
Thank you so much. Proud of you too. Okay.